Let's have a look at the 2022 Ferrari F12 Comp. Starting off up front, you have a silver painted racing stripe and a carbon fiber unibrow. Under the hood, you have a 6.5 liter naturally aspirated V12 that's gonna rev up to 9,250 RPM. That's a lot of RPM. The signatures you'll see right in front of the engine are from everybody who was involved in making this absolute masterpiece, and it's a $15,000 option. Folks, around back, your rear glass has been replaced, so now you have these carbon fiber winglets and a rear view camera to help you see better. You have a ducktail spoiler that's so big, it's gonna cover part of your taillights. Third, have you ever seen ventilation this aggressive? And lastly, you have this massive carbon fiber diffuser, and your circular exhausts have been replaced with rectangular ones. A little shape-shifting on the F12 Comp. Onto the interior, you have these gray Alcantara bucket seats, a passenger display, this mesh material all throughout the car, not 2 cup holders, but 1 cup holder, and these paddle shifters are quite literally a foot long and carbon fiber. You also have these dainty little buttons that Ferrari's been applying. This is the action of putting the car into gear. Whoa! But ladies and gentlemen, the moment you've heavily anticipated, the startup of an F12 Comp. That is insane. Next to me is a 2009 Ferrari F430 Scud, and today I'm going to show you why I'd take it over any new Ferrari. Folks, not quite a carbon fiber front lip, but more of a carbon fiber mustache. I mean, how elegant and Italian is that? You're not getting that on your 296. Look at the sun on the carbon fiber mirror. But not only does it have a carbon fiber mirror, folks, carbon fiber mirror holder. Is that what you call it? Folks, next up, you're not seeing stripes like this on your new Ferrari. You probably are. It's most certainly an option. But they're much better on this car. It's a Scud. Arguably the most important feature, the gas cap. You're definitely not getting a gas cap on your new Ferrari. Or you're getting a gas cap on one side and an electric cap on the other. Well, that hybridation and such. Folks, the F430 Scud might have the most engine visibility out of any Ferrari. Look how visible. You could probably work on this car if you wanted to. Nobody's working on their Ferrari. Take to the shop. Close up the bonnet. Easy. Let's hop inside. Carbon fiber seat adjustation. Not everything needs to be in carbon fiber, Ferrari. It's gonna be okay. It's plenty light. Carbon fiber door, reducing weight. Shift indicator on the steering wheel, indicating shifts. Fire extinguisher, extinguishing fires. Hopefully. And the infotainment system is not infotaining. But thank God it's straight piped. Let's have a look at the 2017 Ferrari F12 TDS. You're probably wondering what TDS stands for. And it's not that Ferrari. It's Tour de France on an Italian car. Liters, 6.3. Cylinders, 12. Aspiration, natural. This 770 horsepower, 6.3 liter V12 is gonna send you 0 to 60 in 2.9 seconds. It's also over $1 million. This car has 87% more downforce than your grandma's F12. You have about 75% of a front lip, hood ventilation, fender ventilation, massive carbon fiber side skirt, whatever this thing is. Fishgill like rear fender ventilation, integrated lip spoiler, and this carbon fiber diffuser. Over to the back, you have this carbon fiber stripe, your Italian flag, of course, and these massive exhaust tips. Fist size, of course. The interior of an F12 TDS is comprised of 2 materials. 1, Alcantara. 2, carbon fiber. Alcantara seats, center console, floor mats, dashboard, glove box. Alcantara headliner, and sun visor. Folks, a passenger display. This is 2017. It's advanced tech. We also spend 5 minutes trying to figure out what we would call this. Maybe an art piece. You have a carbon fiber door, shift indicator on the top of your steering wheel, which is going to let you know when you've reached the 8,900 RPM red line. But your passenger already knew that. They have the passenger display. You also have these appropriate size carbon fiber paddle shifters. And if you were wondering where your horn is, thank God we have opposable thumbs. You're probably also wondering where you would find the turn signals. They're on the steering wheel as well. Everything's on the steering wheel, including your drive mode selector and your start stop button. I wonder what that does. Let's have a look at the 2023 Ferrari 296 GTB. Under the hood, you have a trunk with an aluminum spec sheet of all your options. You also have a latch with a perfect diagram of how to get out of the trunk in case you get stuck in the front of your 296 GTB. Around back, you're gonna find a twin turbo 2.9 liter 6-cylinder hybrid that's gonna make 819 horsepower. And yes, you can drive it in the HOV lane. While we're around back, let's talk about this absolutely massive diffuser, this full mesh cutout, center exit exhaust, and these beautiful integrated taillights. Folks, this is not the spoiler. This is the spoiler. It deploys under heavy braking, like the LaFerrari. Let's talk ventilation. You have headlight ventilation, bumper ventilation, fender ventilation, roof ventilation, and rear ventilation. That's a lot of ventilation. Folks, take a look at this key. It's the Ferrari logo, and it fits perfectly in your center console. You have a full passenger display, these very stiff but cool carbon fiber bucket seats, the smallest shifter I've ever seen in a Ferrari, and electronic door buttons. But the driver's side is the most exciting part of this car. While the car is turned off, the steering wheel might look a little blank, but once it's on, you can control almost anything with it. You also have a full digital display with 2 smaller displays on the side to control things like your mirrors and climate control. Also, we're very pleased to see automatic seat controls, at least partially. Sean said this 6-cylinder sounds like a V12, so naturally, we have to test that theory.